Okay, so hi everyone, my name is Isaac, and today I would like to talk about why English is difficult for most students. And I'll be using the communications that we have been used, that we learn in topic 2, such as clear explanations, examples, and effective transitions. So, first of all, English is challenging because it's complex vocabulary. English borrows words from in many different languages, such as Latin, French, and German. So, the spelling and the meaning of the words are not always consistent. For example, the words tough, though or true, and thought look very similar, but we are all pronounced differently. So this inconsistency confuses many students, especially for beginners, because they cannot rely on spelling to guess pronunciations. Secondly, I think English grammar can be quite confusing, especially for students whose first language follow different grammatical structures. English has many tenses like present perfect, past perfect, and future continuous. It actually do not exist in some languages. So students often struggle to understand when to use a certain tenses, especially for actions that happen in the past or present and over time. So, for instance, the difference between I have eaten and I ate can be very subtle, yet both carry different meanings depending on the context. And so another difficulty is the pronunciations. The English pronunciations doesn't always follow strict rules. The same letter can have many different sounds, and some English sounds also doesn't even exist in other languages. For example, the t sound in thing or this is difficult for many learners because it requires a tongue positions they are not used to. This actually makes speaking English feel stressful, especially when students are afraid of making mistakes or being judged for their accents. Finally, I think exposure can also affect difficulty. Students who hear English only in school will struggle more compared to those who hear it at home, online, or in their daily life. So I think without constant exposure, it becomes harder to develop listening fluency, which is necessary for speaking confidently. So, in the conclusions, I think English is difficult for many students because of its inconsistent spelling, complex grammar, challenging pronunciation, confusing expressions, and a lack of confidence or exposure. However, with practice, patience, and the right learning strategies, I think students can overcome these challenges. English may be difficult, but it is not impossible, and every forward is still progress. So yeah, thank you guys for listening to me. Bye.